I work in Nairobi on some days and live in the city's suburbs. Let me start with the bad news. What most foreigners see when they land in Nairobi is only half the story. The short trip from the Jomo Kenya International Airport to the International Hotel in the CBD or to the United Nations complex in Gigiri is an eye candy. It is beautiful. But this picturesque ride conceals the squalor and deprivation that most Nairobians live in. 56% of Nairobians lived in slums and have no access to essential services such as clean potable water, toilets, decent housing and healthcare. I bet every city has its challenges and this is Nairobi's challenge. Unfortunately, most visitors and even some residents never get to experience this side of Nairobi and they live with only half the story. The other challenge is the traffic gridlock, especially during rush hour. If you live in the fast-growing suburb of Ngata Rongai and work in Nairobi, you could easily spend 4 to 6 hours in traffic daily. That is plenty of time. The only way to evade this traffic is to leave home very early, say 5 a.m. But since you got home late, you most likely didn't get enough sleep. Leaving home after rush hour is not an option as offices here open at 8 a.m. Now to the good news. Nairobi has some of the most advanced health facilities in Africa. Virtually all of them, however, are private, which means not everyone can access them. Many wealthier people from neighboring countries such as Rwanda, Burundi, DRC, Uganda, Tanzania and Somalia seek health services in Nairobi. 2. Nairobi is an enterprising city. Its residents are at the center of trading and commerce with foreigners playing catch-up. Most financial institutions, including the two biggest banks, are 100% local. The Nairobi Stock Exchange is one of the most vibrant on the continent. 3. Nairobi is the gateway to the rest of Africa via its highly developed airport, the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Visitors to the East and Central Africa region often get there through Nairobi. 4. Telecommunications is highly developed. The country's biggest telecom company is one of the most profitable on the continent. 5. The hospitality industry is highly developed with many international hotel chains having a home here. I could say more, but I hope I have convinced you as to why Nairobi is regarded as one of the most developed in the continent. In the Expat City Ranking 2019, Nairobi beat Johannesburg 59th and Cape Town 65th, both in South Africa, and both of which ranked in the lower half of the survey. Lagos in Nigeria was 79th, among the bottom 10 cities in the global survey whose findings were released this week. Nairobi had been ranked 47th out of 72 cities in a similar survey carried out last year, meaning it has improved by 2 notches over that period. Expatriates have ranked Nairobi as the best African city to work in and the 45th globally in a new cities survey, thanks to friendly residents and fair weather. In the Expat City Ranking 2019, Nairobi beat Johannesburg 59th and Cape Town 65th, both in South Africa, and both of which ranked in the lower half of the survey. Lagos in Nigeria was 79th, among the bottom 10 cities in the global survey whose findings were released this week. Nairobi had been ranked 47th out of 72 cities in a similar survey carried out last year, meaning it has improved by 2 notches over that period. The survey that was carried out by Internations, the largest community for expats, noted that respondents had picked Nairobi for being easy to settle in, ranking it 3rd worldwide in the respective index, just behind Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia 1st and Manama in Bahrain 2nd. The ranking surveyed more than 20,000 respondents in 82 cities around the globe. Internations has more than 3.5 million members. The latest survey analyzed 5 areas of expatriate life: quality of urban towns, getting settled, work-life balance, finance, housing and cost of living, to reveal the likely city of choice for expats to move to in 2020. About 82% describe the locals as friendly and 62% find it easy to make friends, the report says. The local climate and weather has been a top highlight for expat life, with 91% of expats rating this factor positively compared to 59% globally. The city has in recent weeks been experiencing heavy rains with most days being relatively cool. However, this also causes traffic congestion in and around the city. This year marks the first time that Nairobi has improved in the Quality of Urban Living Index at position 72. The poor showing in the past has been attributed to poor local transportation and personal safety, as the city was ranked among the bottom 10 worldwide at 74th and personal safety 78th position respectively. More than half, 53%, rate the local transportation negatively and 38% are concerned about their personal safety, the survey said. I cannot walk on the street, because it is not safe. I have to drive or be driven everywhere, one Danish expat told the pollsters. The state of the local economy was also found to be worrisome for 36% of respondents, which might be the reason why 37% said they were unhappy with their local career prospects. On the upside, expatriates said they were happy with their working hours, with Nairobi coming in at number 20 and their jobs overall 17th. Nairobi was also ranked 10th in the world for the ease of finding housing. However, earlier in the year, some expats had lamented that they were experiencing difficulties getting D-Post refunds whenever they needed to move out of a rented house. In a recent country ranking released in September, Kenya improved 15 positions to 36th this year from 51st in 2018 due to similar metrics, including ease of settling in and making friends. However, the country was quoted as one of the most expensive to live in, with expatriates tying this to their well-being. In the ranking, Kenya's Personal Financial Satisfaction Index declined to 53 from 44 out of 64 destinations that were surveyed during the period. Just about 3 in 5 expatriates in Kenya, 61%, were happy with their financial situation compared to 70% in 2018. The survey indicated that 32% of expats pointed that their disposable household income was not enough to cover all living expenses compared 18% in 2018.